Hello and welcome back to my channel, and I wanted to address who leadership is for, because I want to talk about leadership here on the channel, but if we don't actually explain who leadership is for, it's kind of hard to talk about how to be a leader or any other leadership stuff. So let's go ahead and just cover it now, get it out of the way. Who leadership is for. So there's a common misconception that leadership is only for people with authority or titles or some position or wealth or power or something. We think kings and queens and presidents, prime ministers, or preachers or community leaders or police officers, some people that have some level of power, authority, or something, that those are leaders. But that's not exactly the case. Leadership is for anybody. Anyone from a child all the way to senior citizen in any vocation, any role, any job, anything at all, you can be a leader. Now, you may look and say, okay, well, how does that make sense? Because, Joe works down at such and such place and he doesn't really do anything. How can Joe be a leader? Well, here's the thing. John Quincy Adams sums it up well. He had a quote where he one time said, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." So if we think about it, anybody can be a leader if they simply inspire others or challenge others or do something to make another person better. So maybe Joe isn't much of a leader at his job, but maybe his friends and his family and those he's around outside of his job, he encourages, he inspires, he gives them some level of passion in what they do and supports them in it. That is how Joe is a leader. So anyone can be a leader. But when we think about it in corporations, it seems like in so many ways nobody gets anything done. But we have so many leaders. We have managers and directors and VPs and C-level and senior managers and this title and that title, and the list goes on and on and on and on. But the question is, are they really leaders? See, in the 5 levels of leadership, if you've ever read the book or heard that concept, and I hope to maybe cover that in another video here on the channel, but the level 1 leader, the lowest level of leader, is just someone who's got a title or a position. It does, in a sense, make them a leader, but not a very high effectiveness leader. In businesses and corporations, I'm afraid we've got so many ineffective leaders because we're relying on positions and authority. Maybe they were good at their job and going through tasks and work, and they were promoted to a manager, but they're a terrible manager. They are, in a sense, a leader, but just not a very effective one. Employees now more than ever in corporate America, and I believe probably throughout the world, look for values. Who values them? What company will take care of them, whether that be monetarily or through benefits or through just care and compassion as a human being. People want to see value and people adding value to them. And that is what makes a leader more important. So leadership is for anybody. Be anybody, any title, any position, if they have value or add value to other people in some way. So the second thing is, does leadership have an age requirement or an age limit? And I don't believe that is the case. So I know of people who are well in their 60s, 70s, 80s, even 90s, who give advice and encouragement and challenge people to look at things differently, or just encouragement along the way in the journey of life. That is leadership. And they are showing that, whether it's to a family member, a friend, or a church member, whoever, they're showing a level of leadership. Now, what about the other end of the spectrum? What about somebody who's in high school or middle school and younger? They can be leaders too. They can be leaders among their peers, and in truth, they can be leaders among those who are older than them. So one story that I have is I was in a youth development organization as a teenager. I was 18 at the time, really was just getting started in college, but I was in kind of a leadership role within our county level of this leadership development organization. And we had changed the employee of the state college that was running this program. And at the county level, this was someone who had never been in that type of position, had never led a youth organization or youth groups, and in fact had a criminal justice degree, not even a degree in education or anything like that. It was completely new. And she looked to me as the 18-year-old that had been in the program for 13 plus years, or around 13 years, and was asking me, how are things normally done? How did you guys normally handle this? Do you remember when you had this type of issue or problem? How did your former leader handle this? And I was giving advice and saying, this is how I remember this being handled, or this is how I always thought this would go, or this is my thoughts on this matter. There was many times I sat in an office with this leader giving advice and trying to encourage them and trying to give them information to help them be a better leader for the county. That was something I was not expecting and truly was far outside of my expectations, but it's rising to the occasion, believing that you can. I realized in that instance, I had knowledge and the ability to help that person when somebody else maybe couldn't. I was in the position that I could, and could do that at such a young age. So don't discredit someone who's in high school or middle school or even younger from being a leader. It can be any age. It doesn't matter about title, family history. Leadership is truly just about influence and having that dream or that passion to help others. So based on this, there's no age and there's no title requirements, those types of things. So does that mean leadership is for everybody? And the answer is yes. Young, old, college educated, no college degree, manager, employee, all alike. They can all be leaders. They can be effective leaders. They can be poor leaders. They can be truly inspirational, powerful leaders. It all depends in what they do. So here's the thing to take away from this video. Lead from where you are. You cannot lead a multinational organization if you are the ground level employee. You have to start leading where you are. And if you are leading and changing for the better things, you get recognized. You get more position or more authority, more leadership potential, and you grow and you learn and you start to influence more people. Maybe you lead up, you're an employee and you lead your manager, and you can help encourage and show your manager new ways of doing things. Maybe the manager then does it to the director. Suddenly, you as the ground level employee are leading a division of a multinational corporation while still being the employee. It sounds so crazy, but it can be done. Lead from where you are. Leadership isn't about having everything figured out, having all the answers, having all the solutions, having the right title, the right amount of experience or money in the bank. Leadership is truly about inspiring others, influencing others. It can be family, work, school, it can be church, it can be small groups or your neighbor, your community. It's more important that you have a dream and have a passion more than anything else, and you can be a leader. For me, I'm here on YouTube trying to be a leader and help you become a better leader, trying to help you learn and grow personally, financially, and all of those other things here on YouTube. You don't know me, and I don't know you, but I hope to. Join me in the comments, subscribe to my channel, follow along. We'll build a community here together of leaders, because that's what I want. I want a community of leaders where we can grow, communicate, and challenge one another to change the world. So again, subscribe, follow along, join with me, and let's go make a difference. You are a leader. I am a leader. Together, we make each other better. I hope you join me again in the next video for more leadership content, personal development, finance, any of those things. Please do follow along and join me. We're going to take back control of our lives.